today, from Seattle, Washington, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And off we go from Seattle. This is DJ Reed returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development. But he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
Let's go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A toss right to Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I don't don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he goes backwards. Losing yardage to the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw is Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Titans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, it's Carson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports half. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please? Thank you. All right, let's go. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. now it's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. 30. Check. 54.
On first down, Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Henry. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A toss left, Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Brian Hill, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far, as they used the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Tannehill going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's Reed returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. It's caught. Block it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Wilson will throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. A little short pass. This is Everett. Dropped at the 35. So able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. To throw again is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Avery Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the 2nd half. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 27, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it. Anyway, the Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Tannehill. He's got Ferkser.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Tannehill.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Ferkser, the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down. As they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Tannehill to throw.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Carson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I'd kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.